figured I'd make a small video response in regards to a question about boxing. Um, I come from a TMA background, so the handwork is normally weak, but fortunately I come from both a Hapkido background. I've done some limited boxing myself in Philly style. And of course, there's been Muay Thai practice and the specific Chung Kwan school of the ITF Taekwondo that I do focuses very heavily on basically 50-50 handwork. It's more like 40-40 and then 20 with like grappling, but I don't want to get too much into the nuance. So when you assume like a fighting posture, right? In Bagua, I use a lot of their handwork within my system of how I move when I'm engaging with someone. The reason for this is partially because they're not really familiar with the stance work from either Gao or Chen Bagua. This is just not something, when you first see it come out, that you are familiar with it. But the problem is when you assume like a fighting stance, you're broadcasting to the other person that you're getting ready for a fight. And there's de-escalation techniques that Bagua actually incorporates quite broadly. I'll give you an example. This is a very, very good stance to take because it looks like guys, let's be friends. Because when someone's having an aggressive attitude towards you, this looks like you're actually thinking about what they're saying, while it makes it very easy to shield yourself and protect your gut in case anything happens. It's passive, but still defensive. Likewise, in Bagua, if you're going to assume this Chen style stance, there's not much difference between this and a Dracula guard. So that hand motion makes it very easy to, when you're in this kind of stance work, to be able to switch quickly so you can strike either in this style, TMA, and so on. So the goal is really more so to have these shifting kind of move sets so that you're actually like weaving through the traditional patterns and incorporating them together. Because when someone then swarms me back, I'm going to fold before I then grab and can switch into Hapkido or declinch and continue striking. There's plenty of ways to do that. So it's in how you're doing your stances and handwork in boxing, each of the styles can complement each other from my perspective. The Dracula guard, I think, is fantastic for warding people back, especially once you think things have begun to heat up. But, if you're trying to clear space, it actually can work very well for setting up, like, leading into a swarm if you're not going to be doing kicks. And that's sort of my take on it. Thanks for watching.